folks? It's your boy Styles, and today I'm just going to be doing a market review for the week, predicting where the market is going to move this week. So this week is the last week of February, I think. Yep. So this 23rd of February, and we're going to be doing a market analysis. Okay. So we're going to be looking from DXY down to EU and down to GU, and that's what we're going to be doing. Okay. So looking at DSY, we're going to be marking out our zones and likely areas where we'll trade from. This is the DSY daily chart, which is dollar index, and what we can see, the market has been bullish, and we have this impulse leg that has a fair value gap, which is currently being respected. Okay, so there's this fair value gap right here, and this fair value gap is currently being respected by the candles here. Now, this high has been swept out. This equal highs has been swept out, and price closed back within the range. So just looking at this pocket of price action, we've swept out buy side liquidity from this highs, which is BSL. So next is sell side liquidity, and sell side liquidity resides at this low. So this is my first draw on liquidity. However, because we are bearish, okay, and if this fair value gap is to hold following our external or internal range liquidity to external range liquidity, the next external range liquidity or the next major external range liquidity is this low. So this is what we see here on DSY. So DSY to me is bearish. So this is not a trade idea. Take note, guys. Nothing depicted here is trading advice. It's just an analysis, and the lower time frame has to agree with this higher time frame analysis. If it doesn't, if the lower time frames begins to show me bullish price action, then I'm going to switch my bias immediately. So this is just what we see here. So on the lower time frame, the 4 hour time frame, we can see that we have been creating higher highs and higher lows, right? Following market structure: high, lower, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high. Price fade to break above this higher high, then broke lower. This is a change in the state of delivery or a market structure shift, whatever it is you want to call it. Okay, so this is a change in the state of delivery. It's ISD, and below we now have a market structure shift because this low is responsible for forming. Sorry about these notifications. Because this low is responsible for forming this last higher high. Okay, so we already have a market structure shift around here on MSS. That's why I'm saying that we are bearish. Okay, so now these things are not set in stone. The market can prove you wrong, like I said before, but this is just an analysis. So trendline traders, those people that trade trendline, right? I've told you people before on this channel that all strategies work, right? You can see that this is a trend line and price is already respecting. Let me take off this fair value gap right now. Price has broken below the trend line and it's retesting back. So most trend line traders will just take an entry from this region and just try to go lower. But no, we are waiting for more confirmations. This is Monday. You have to let the market settle in. Okay. So now that we know that DSY is bearish, we expect GU and EU to be bullish, right? So what do we see on EU now? Looking at EU on the 4 hour, on the daily, right? We see the same price action. We've swept this low. This low contains SSL liquidity. We've swept SSL liquidity, SSL, and what next is buy side liquidity above. So you see those equal highs. But after sweeping back SSL liquidity, we still saw that price created equal lows. These lows are too smooth, and I'm not comfortable with that, right? I'm not comfortable with that. We also have another block around here. a very strong demand zone, right? So if we look at the higher time frame, you can see that we are bullish, right? However, I don't know where, I don't think price will get to these lows. It can. A crazy news event can sweep this low and then continue going higher. Or it might just, skip the festivities, leave it for later, and go and take out these highs. So on the 4 hour price action, like I said before, following market structure, this is a high, a lower high, a higher, a higher low, and then a lower low. But then price failed to break below this lower low and then reversed on Friday. So inverting this fair value gap. So this is an inverted fair value gap now, an IFVG, and it can hold, it might not hold, but then we have also had the change in market structure, right? Price broke structure to the upside here with this candle, and since we are bearish on the SY, we are expected to be bullish on euro. So you return back to this place and then targeting those highs. Okay. So on euro dollar, we are bullish. Being bearish and being bullish doesn't mean we're going to be taking only buys. Okay. We are not going to be taking only buys. We can take short-term sales, right? We are not swing traders, or I am not a swing trader rather. I don't know. Why I'm saying we. Some of you can be swing traders. Some people watching this channel can be swing traders. If you're a swing trader, this is a good place to just put your entry. Although I don't trust these lows, right? Like I said before, price can still dip lower into this demand zone. But yeah, so swing traders can easily put this on a Monday morning, put their limit, 55 pips stop loss, and 128 pips take profit, and then they will chill. But intraday traders like me, we drop down to the 15 minutes, and as the day goes by, maybe maybe Monday consolidate, Tuesday can go lower, reverse, or Wednesday reverse, and then I can take many trades. Okay, I'm not a swing trader. GU on the daily is even cleaner than EU. Okay, and we have dipped far into this zone. Okay, we have tapped this demand zone, and this high is net drawn liquidity. Consider we have been bullish right here, and then you see the impulse shift, right? So we just look for the impulses. Look at this, a fair value gap. This is a low. Price went below this low, took out this low. On Thursday, Friday, you can see the Friday reversal, although it formed equal lows once again. Very uncomfortable to see, but since DXY is bearish, we expect this to be bullish. So you have to be very careful and just target. We don't target anymore. Just take easy short-term trades based on the intraday price action. Okay, so I don't trust this EU, this GU. I don't trust it at all. Okay, until this high is taken out, then I'll confirm that we are actually bullish. Okay, so currently the clearer truth for me is going to be EU. Right? It's more beautiful. EU is more beautiful compared to GU. So this is the market analysis for the week. Please, like I said before, this is not trading advice. This is not trading advice. If it matches up with your analysis, feel free to take the trades. If it doesn't, please trade what your model tells you to trade. Okay. So there's also a fair value gap here, above here, and I'd like to see this fair value gap disrespected to confirm my bias. Can happen this week. It might not even happen this week. Who knows? But don't do something because I said so follow your own analysis. And this is just my 2 cents on the matter. And I wish you all a good trading week, a profitable trading week. At the end of the week, we're going to drop results and go through some trades that we took, whether it was a win or whether it was a loss. All right. So have a blessed week. Styles out.